Yeah. I'll call regular city council meeting Monday, February 22, 2016 to order. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Here.
Ferrari.
Here.
Waldorf.
Here.
Lukosius.
Here.
Radke.
Here.
Mueller. Staffienta. Payton. Mayor Harrell.
Here, pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'm going to go to the Claudia McKishka filled out a public comment card. She'd like to make some comments on Friends for Peru Pool. Claudia?
Many of you have already bought the booklets for the Bergner sale that we're doing as a fundraiser for Friends for Peru Pool. And I just want to remind everybody that this is the week. The pre-sale has started, which means you can go in and make your arrangements but not take your merchandise home until the sale starts. The booklets say that it's Friday and Saturday, but it's actually Thursday, Friday, and Saturday because I call Thursday a preview day. So it's full speed ahead on Thursday. And I have booklets with me if anyone wants another one. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Claudia. Economic Development, Bob Vickery.
Thank you, Mayor. Now we're here again tonight, this time to welcome a new company to town. This is a manufacturing company, so unlike others that have been retail, it's nice to add a manufacturing company to our corporate base. The name of the company is Universal Forest Products. They're a public company. They manufacture and distribute wood and wood alternative products, pressure-treated wood, engineered roof systems for site-built construction, manufactured housing. They supply industries like flooring systems, trusses, joints, wall panels, engineered wood products. They were founded in 1955 in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The company has been listed on the Fortune 1000 list of America's largest corporation in 2006 and 2012, and in the 2005 Forbes magazine's Platinum 400 ranking of the best performing U.S. companies with annual revenues over $1 billion. They were listed. Their revenues currently are, the most recent report is $1.9 billion. They have 5,500 employees, and they rented the Casino Bingo building up on Plank Road. That used to be the Woolahan Lumber building. Eric has worked with them. We went up to see them. They did a fence over there. Eric and I went up to visit with them last week ago, Thursday or so. They expect to have 15 employees by the end of year 1, 30 employees by the end of year 2, and 45 employees by the end of year 3. Our goal here is to make friends with this company because of all the products that they have, as much business as they do. I'd like to see them bring even more products in. Right now they've got a contract with James Hardy to deliver their pallets for industrial shipping. The pallets have been made somewhere else, and now they're going to bring that here. So it's a good addition. Questions? Comments? All right.
Did they have any indication what the jobs might pay? Did they not?
They were, I don't really want to quote their hourly rate because it's really not up to me, but they did share it with me, and I would say it's well above average.
Good.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Okay, presentation from Peru Parks and Recreation. Thank you, Ray.
I have a written release here about the fireworks. Due to the excessive floods we've experienced the last 2 consecutive years in July, the firework launch site on the Illinois River at Water Street is no longer dependable for fireworks because of excessive high water and dangerous currents. The Peru Parks and Recreation Board, by unanimous vote at our last board meeting held February 9th, 2016, is excited to announce the new launch site location for the July 3rd Independence Day fireworks celebration. The fireworks will be launched on the open land located directly west of the Peru Mall, with the West Mall parking lot being the viewing area. The launch site will be 500 feet west of North Peoria Street and 100 feet north of the utilities running west of 36th Street. 36th Street to 38th Street will be closed for the CSO activities. The Peru Mall West parking lot will also hold activities. Along with Peru Mall management, the CSO, we are also working with the Peru Police Department, the Peru Fire Department, Illinois Valley Regional Airport, and ESDA on our new location. Firework bids are out and will be opened and reviewed at the next Peru Parks and Recreation Board meeting, March the 8th, and approved by the City Council on March the 21st. Discussion is still going on with the mall management and the CSO, and I think it'll be a spectacular event. Questions?
Very, very nice.
I'm
Okay.
Paul Pileman, General Manager for Peru Mall. Peru Mall.
We're hoping the CSO will be here tonight. Apparently, they're delayed or they can't make it tonight. They always do their food and beverage and band. Every year they do a fantastic job. And we're hoping they'd be here tonight to kind of fill us in what their side is with the fireworks at a new location. Any questions for Phil or myself or Steve?
Where you're gonna shoot them off at again?
Okay, it's going to be west of North Peoria Street, 500 feet out in the field. Yes, we do. Steve does.
It's Albert Tomaszewski's field. As Jim, we was up at the airport, I didn't think it was gonna happen. We approached Mike Sitterly, he was willing, he wasn't willing, then he was. And then all of a sudden, the dimensions shrank on his property, so I went and asked Albert, he's in a bounce back, and he said, yeah. He said, no problem, so, Doug is getting in the process of getting some legal documents for access, and
Right. It might be nice if you can get into some of the events that the mall might be visiting, family oriented.
Okay. Would you like to comment, Phil?
Sure. Basically, what we're in discussions to put together is a family event that the parking lots of Peru Mall would be used for parking and for viewing, while also having some food vendors in the west parking lot, as well as setups for some of the bouncy houses, games, that type of a thing. More of a family-oriented viewing type of situation, other than what's happened before in the past. We're looking to have the drinking be on Peoria Street at the beer garden, which would help with, the CSO. They're there to raise funds for their organization, and that's where we would want to have, all of the alcohol consumption, as well as the band and that kind of thing. And we'll get more into that as we finalize some of this. But right now, we're just, we're in discussions.
Thank you for
Yeah.
joining the group.
Yeah, thanks for volunteering your
Thank you.
property.
I think we could put together something very nice.
Very, very excited about this. We hope to make it bigger, kind of like our airport.
Right.
Yeah. The total property is probably around 2,500. So we'd be using the west side. Yeah, probably. Or a little bit less between the north and south. Plus you have other parking venues that are north and south of the shopping center as well. Yeah. And behind the fireworks as well on Plank Street.
And this will be on a Sunday evening.
On a Sunday evening. July 3rd.
The store's gonna stay open later then, Phil?
On Sundays, we close at 6 o'clock. So if depending on how we put everything together, if it's something that's put together more on the day side, then it would be, there would have to be some traffic for the shopping center then. But it's pretty early. We're still trying to put all this together yet. This is the first one of its kind, so we want to make sure that we do it right.
Do any of you want to address some of the things that are going to be going on prior to the fireworks? I mean, what's going to be offered? Or is it too early to get into that?
It's still a little
Too early?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some things we talked about at the meeting, and that's up to the mall, things that were thrown out that could bring people in. and keep people there, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock PM, and have them stay the whole entire time through the fireworks. So we're trying to get more and more things, going around like that, more activities. But I want to add to that. Yeah, go ahead. Pardon me, Phil. Yeah. To get this land up there for the fireworks, we were like at crunch time. And it was really very stressful. And if it weren't for Steve Michelini, if it weren't for Steve Michelini going out and talking to these property owners, I'm not really sure if we'd be here right now talking about this. But Steve, he just kept on them, and he finally opened the door, which is remarkable.
We got okayed at 9:30 Tuesday morning, and our meeting was
Yeah, we found out.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, we found out hours before our meeting. That's how close it was. We're like, come on, Steve, pull through.
Yeah, Ray was nervous. If anybody's got suggestions, I know I talked to Tony DeCarlo, CSO, told him maybe you could have battle of bands during the day or something. If anybody got suggestions, let the CSO know, because they're going to kind of be with the stage, so that's cool. So.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very, very good. Okay, do we have a motion to receive the minutes and place on file?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion and a second to receive the minutes and place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Do we have a motion to receive the financial reports and place on file?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to receive financial reports and place on file. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, I think it's important to note that the sales tax is up 5.4% year-to-date. If you take a look through the other reports, you'll notice that the city's got a strong fiscal position right now at this time, and that's certainly good to see. Right now, they're working on a conservative budget that will really address continued upgrades for our infrastructure and a variety of other things in that area. So happy to see that the finances are on the positive from the city of Peru.
Any other discussion, any of the other reports?
Yeah, we
Comment?
note the general fund was revenue over expenditures of $321,088.16.
Okay, if there's nothing else, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried. Okay, we have a motion to receive the activity report and place on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second? Is there a second? We have a motion and a second to receive the activity report and place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Committee reports, Finance Safety Services, Chairman Putoff.
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. First thing on the agenda is disbursements. Total disbursements for February 24, 2016 are $2,268,721.99. I move that report be received, placed on file, and the bills paid in the usual manner.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Radke, second by Alderman Ferrari to receive the disbursements, place on file, and pay the bills in the usual manner. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller. Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to approve a donation to Cops for Cancer in the amount of $500. Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Ferrari, second by Alderman Waldorf to approve a donation to Cops for Cancer in the amount of $500. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller. Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Next item, Your Honor, we have is discuss participation and approval of fuel donations for the upcoming TBM Avengers event at the Illinois Valley Regional Airport. It was discussed at the council, and I think we're going ahead to make the following, motion for the city to approve up to $12,000 for fuel cost and an additional $3,000 for incidentals, for a total of $15,000 for the upcoming TBN Avengers event at the airport. And Jim, can you give us the dates and some of the activities going on?
Yes, the aircraft will be coming in on April 15th, which is a Friday, and there will actually be a show on April 16th, and it's open to the public. It's free of charge. It's an event where you'll be able to walk among the aircraft, talk to the pilots, touch the planes. It's going to be quite an event. They're anticipating 10 or 11 TBM Avengers, which since there's only 16 left flying in the world, it's going to be the largest gathering of these aircraft probably since the end of the war. They're also looking at a possibility of 50 to 70 additional aircraft, most of them World War II aircraft, that are going to be in attendance, and it should be quite a show. And it will go on, as I said, on Saturday, April 16th. It's also kind of geared to a salute to veterans. They're going to have a small reception for whatever remaining World War II veterans they can find to attend, and then for all veterans, not just World War II veterans, but all veterans. And they're going to have somewhat of a reception for that on, I think they're planning 6 o'clock on that Saturday night for something like that. So it should be a nice event. And then the airplanes will be leaving to go back to their home states on Sunday, the 17th.
And Jim, you mentioned too that you're looking for future, that this may be a big Midwestern event.
Yeah, as of right now, we've got about 14 states that have committed to, send aircraft. And what we'd like to do is, this year, being so early in the year in April to run this show, we'd like to make this an annual event. So hopefully we can have good weather and get a nice turnout for this, and then next year plan a little bigger budget, charge an admission fee, and make this thing into something that the city of Peru can be very proud to participate in.
And I want to point out too is the city's donation will come from hotel and motel tax, and it's just a partial of what this event will cost. There's many people involved in the private sector that will be donating towards this, and Jim has given up a lot of his time to help with the event that I'm sure many veterans and many participants around our community will really absorb and think very highly of.
We have a motion, I don't have a second.
I'll second.
Alderman Ferrari. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve 12,000, 3,000, total of 15. If there's no further discussion, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved. Anything further from Finance Safety Services?
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
Public Services, Chairman Waldorf.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to authorize Lane Christensen Company to pull, inspect, and reinstall a submersible pump in well 9 with an amount not to exceed $35,700.
I'll second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Mueller, to authorize Lane Christensen Company to pull, inspect, reinstall submersible pump well 9, not to exceed $35,700. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Yes, Your Honor, we have a motion to approve payment to Basali Carry and Allstat Limited in the amount of $2,500 for mausoleum assessment and needs list. Basically, these architects have been bringing in consultants, experts in various needs to be addressed with mausoleum, begin restoration, and make it available for use again. We have some issues that need to be addressed. Anyway, they are going to prepare what's called a building deficiency report and attend the public services committee meeting in order to do a presentation and address some of these issues. I'm loud enough. So anyway, I'd like to make that motion.
I will second it, Your Honor.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Mueller, second by Alderman Waldorf, to approve payment to Basali, Carey, and Allsted for $2,500. Is there any further discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Okay, Also, Your Honor, we have a motion to seek RFPs for construction manager for the mausoleum rehabilitation. I'd like to make that motion now and authorize the city engineer, Eric Carls, to begin that process once we receive the building deficiency report and address the needs list.
I'll second that.
I have a motion by Alderman Mueller, second by Alderman Lukosius to authorize city engineer to seek RFPs for construction manager for mausoleum rehabilitation. Is there any discussion?
I just think the reason that you're gonna need a construction manager is there's a lot of very specialty items potentially that are gonna come on this report. People working with stonework or marble.
Right. And just to give you some idea, there are humidity issues that need to be addressed. As you say, stonemasons, stained glass, the protective windows for the stained glass, they need to be replaced. So there are a number. This is not going to be an overnight easy fix, but we're going to need to prioritize this and see where we're at.
It's been a long time coming.
Appreciate your support on that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Stepien.
Motion approved. Anything further from Public Services?
No, sir.
Report City Attorney Ordinances Resolution.
Yes, we have an ordinance authorizing a fourth rider to the scavenger and recyclable collection contract with Illinois Valley Waste Services. This, as was done last year, is just for the pickup of yard waste at the same amount as last year for $32,608.61 for the period April 4, 2016 and November 28, 2016.
Your Honor, I'll make a motion that we accept the ordinance as written and read.
I'll second that.
Have a motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller. Stepien.
Motion approved. Anything further from the
No, Your Honor.
unfinished business? Do we have any unfinished business? Do we have any new business? Do we have any petitions, communications?
No.
Public comment. We have any public comment? Mike?
In your committee as a whole meeting, you brought up about the rental property as a farm ground, and you have Hertz Management, I know that. When was the last time they ever sat down with you guys to give you some idea as to when you should raise or increase your rental fees? From what I understand, you got like $185, is that what you said? At 52,000, that's about 260 acres. If it was that much, I'll tell you what, I wish my four sons were up here, because that's cheap. Because you're not only going to get wheat in the fall, you're going to plant your winter wheat. In the spring, you're going to harvest the wheat. Farmer's got the straw, he's going to sell it, and then he's going to drill beans. So he's got three products. And I know you have to keep the low crop cover, so there's your three right there. I'm just making a suggestion. I don't see where you would actually need to have Hertz Farm Management to even be involved, since you're regulating it here. That's money in your pocket. Just a suggestion.
Mike, you're right. Historically, the city would do it itself, and they went to a professional manager. At that time, Hertz was associated with Citizens Bank, and there are a few problems with it. One, the configuration of the land itself isn't
economical for the big-time farmers to bring in their big equipment, because it isn't just open acreage that there is. Two, there are height limitations on plants, so, you're usually to the low-cover plants, nitrogen-fixing soybeans, and, you could do alfalfa, and just keep track of the market. But they do an accounting for it, and before that, it was kind of haphazard. You're right. I mean, if you had, in the soil, there are just a lot of restrictions on the farming there. No.
You're gonna wanna try to get as much money as you can, so you hire them to do it. But if you're kind of regulated here on what you can do, that's what
That's right, but they get paid 8% of revenues. So,
I just know from some experience with these farms, you're dealing, because you're not altering crops, corn, soybeans, you're dealing with additional fertilizer, additional costs with that. I don't know exactly what it is in herds, but that's one thing that the farm manager does.
and they communicate at least twice a year and send reports twice a year and negotiate with farmers. Somebody's not going to come in and do a little strip that's next to somebody else that's already doing the good 160. I mean, the point's well taken, because farm rents would be a lot higher than the $190 an acre that we're averaging, but that's assuming you can do a crop rotation, you can plant whatever crops you want, depending upon the market. But you would be probably, you'd gotten... No, I know. Yeah, but you're not going to do corn on... You'll do corn on corn, but you're not going to do corn on corn on corn. You can't plant corn here anyway, so, and corn's your most profitable plant.
Is there any other public comment? Anybody else? Okay, I'm asking for a motion to go into closed session to meetings held to discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee or legal counsel for the public body. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion by Alderman Radke, second by Alderman Sapienza, to retire from open session and go into closed session. Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller. Sapienza.
Okay.